Are you awake? Oh, good. I've been doing this for the past 30 minutes and my hands were starting to get a bit sore. Hey, it is so nice to see you up close and in person and conscious. How do you like my outfit? Reminds you of yourself, right? This is the disguise you wore in episode 18 of season 3. Remember? Kind of like this. But, I mean, it's similar to the disguise you wore. I put a little bit of a twist on it. Because I couldn't get my eyebrows to look right. But that's fine. This is close enough for now. I hope that you are having a fantastic day. I know you were probably really busy working, but I just couldn't help but notice that you were alone. And I really, really, really need to talk to you right now. It's something very, very, very important. Like one of the most important things ever. So, when I was watching a few weeks ago, I couldn't help but notice that you were really flirty with the new character. Yeah. I mean, they're okay. I know people are a fan of them, but I mean, what's their name? Sydney. They're not that. They're new, and everyone is so focused on the new people. And I know it's very, very exciting to see new people. But what about all of the times you and Ash were together, and you two have been working together for so long, and you've had so many adventures and so many moments where it just seemed like you guys were about to, become official eventually, but apparently you just are gonna throw that away for this new person. Like Ash has been with you the entire time, since the beginning. I mean, you two were neighbors. You grew up together. You went to school together. You know so much about each other, but you don't know how Ash really feels. I know that they keep their emotions closed. They're very sensitive and a bit shy. And I think you two work so well together as partners at work, but couldn't you also work well together as a couple? Like, think about it. Who saved you from the gangsters? I mean, you made a really dumb decision to go in there all by yourself, but Ash noticed right away that you weren't around, and they saved you. And they saved you more than once. I mean, who took you to the hospital when you got food poisoning? I mean, really, did you have to eat that gas station sushi? Come on. I mean, I still love you. As a fan, of course. I mean, I wouldn't mind meeting all of you. It's just Ash has better security than you do, so I wasn't able to get them. I would love to bring both of you together for a meet cute and just really go over your history together, and I just think you two need a push, someone to push, and I am a pusher. I really, really like to push, like whenever I see you two on screen, I can just feel the energy, and it just gives me hope that there will be like a connection for all of us. Like everyone in the world can have some type of connection like you two have, but it just seems like you're missing the connection. You're you're disconnected because Sydney walks in and all of a sudden you want to work with them instead of your partner Ash, who's been there forever. And then Ash, they're just so shy and quiet, and I know that they don't want to make you feel bad by saying anything, so they're always like just nice around everyone. That's why they're so good for you, because you can be really rough and aggressive, and you are not afraid to share your feelings. But I know that you have feelings that you don't share, and Ash knows that too. That's why they can sense you, they know you. That's why they are always there to calm you down when you get too aggressive, like when you ran into that burning building to save that child. You didn't even consider the thing like, are you trained as a firefighter? I don't think you are. I mean, I've read a few fanfictions where you were, but I don't see it. I mean, unless I see it from the official website, I'm not going to believe anything anyone's written. Except, I mean, the things I've written, because I've written a lot of things about you too. Because I can feel your guys' connection. I just know it's there. I just wish you would see it too. Like, what can I do to make you see it as much as I can see it in my head? Like, I cried when I watched the last episode because, like, when I saw Ash leave the party and start crying after they watched you flirt like a harlot with Sydney, it broke my heart. I didn't sleep for 2 days, and I didn't eat for 2 hours, which is a long time for me. I am in constant need of food, especially sugary food. It's just, you broke their heart. They were ready to confess their feelings to you, and they were going to do it at the party because it was such a romantic party. Like, you two were having drinks and talking and getting really close together and giving each other that kind of like, you know, the look. Am I doing it right? And it's like, I'm not, okay. I'll have to practice my looks more, but did you not see the looks that Ash was giving you? I mean, I know you can be really, like, you have a one-track mind, but you had to notice that. I mean, you're not stupid. You're one of the smartest characters. But you just, are you afraid? I said it. Are you afraid of your own emotions? Are you worried that this will, like, ruin your partnership if you two become, like, a couple? It's okay, you can talk to me. I know all about you, and I know all about Ash, and I know all about everybody else. I've done all of my research, and I have been watching since the beginning, and I really keep track of all these things. No, don't be afraid to talk, because I'm willing to listen. In fact, that's all we're going to be doing for a bit, because I really need an answer, because if you and Ash don't get together, then all of my fan fictions will be ruined. And I've written a lot of fan fiction. This is just one of several binders. I mean, maybe would you like to read some of them? You could, maybe you just can't see it. Like, when you're in a certain situation, you just can't see outside it. So maybe if you took the time to just look over my work, because everything in here is based on what is canon. So, you know, like, it's all really well researched. I have added very little of my own original ideas. I mean, I might make, okay, there might be a self-insert character in here a few times, but they're not going to do too much. We'll just skip those stories. Like, let's look at some of this. Okay, maybe not that. Okay, is that one a little... Your eyes looked a little... Maybe this story's a little too spicy for you. Let's skip to something a bit more wholesome. Wholesome, like a cute romance, something like that. And just skip some of the mature content for now. Okay, let's see. Skip that. Okay, no. Looked into each other's eyes. And then they, oh, no. It's a little too graphic. Oh, I forgot about that one. Sorry. That one, oh wait, that was a different a pairing I wanted to try out, but it was just a fling YouTube. Sorry. This might take a little bit longer. So, okay. Here's one. I know there's one in here where it's just really vanilla stuff. Okay. You two are at you're at work, and you're in the little break room that you do like to have your little chats, you know, like at the end of the episode, the two of you go in there and just talk about your day and what happened and your plans for the future. And you couldn't notice that, well, I should say I noticed that at the end of every episode, when you two are having your little talk, Ash is totally like giving you like this look, like whenever they're like, my day is always great when I get to end it with you. And you could just like, okay, then I have a part where like Ash is saying that like they loved spending the day with you and they love saying good night to you. So I in my version, instead of you saying see you tomorrow, you say I would love to see you in the morning. Except, no, wait, that's not as good as it is. It doesn't sound as good when I say it out loud, but it's, or like, you invite them out for a drink, or maybe the two of you go to one of your places and just spend the whole night together, and then you can spend the morning together. It makes more sense if you just read you have to read the entire thing. It is 90,000 words long. Yes, there are a lot of run-on sentences, but I think that just so much I have to say, and sometimes you have to say it fast because people sometimes lose their attentions quickly. So if you don't put a period in there, then they just can't stop reading, because you can't stop reading in the middle of a sentence. You have to wait until it ends. So. You don't look like you're reading. Maybe you're just not a fan. You never did like to read. I know that about you too. I was just hoping that maybe if you had some evidence, some hard evidence, because I know you like having evidence. You always need proof of something. You're not a person who just believes something unless you have proof of it, but that's alright. That's okay. Let's just set this aside for now. So I kind of had a different idea that I think would be fantastic, and that is giving you sort of like a makeover, just a little one, not too much. I mean, you already look great. I mean, I love your style, obviously. That's why I chose to cosplay as you. Again, just a little different. I mean, I don't want to. I mean, the people around here have seen me before, and they don't like me, so they keep kicking me out. So I had to dress up a little bit different. But makeover for you, makeover. Let's see. I just know that if you just looked a little bit less rough, then I know Ash would immediately tell you how they feel. Because they like, you know, they're so sensitive, and maybe sometimes you're like more aggressive nature can kind of not frighten them, but make them just like feel not as like compatible with you, because they sometimes doubt themselves, but they really shouldn't, because you two are so good together. So first thing, let's snip some of that hair. Also, you don't mind if I keep some of that hair, do you? Oh, don't worry, I am really good with sharp objects. I mean, I have failed out of beauty school twice, and only one time was intentional. Let's see. I wish I could work a job like you. You're always doing something so important and always helping people and taking out the bad guys. When you do it, you always look so good. You're so talented. You know like 7 languages. You even know sign language. You know Spanish sign language. So cool. And I was a turbo Canon. I can't even talk. I can barely speak one language. The carpal tunnel. I know people who do ASL have a lot of issues with that, because they're always constantly moving their hands around. I could give you a massage if you want. Just a little one on your hands. Like, I mean, your hands are probably a little sore because I tied you up, but that was just to keep you still, because you're always moving. So energetic. I wish I could be naturally energetic like you, but I always have to just constantly eat sugar. Okay, just need to get a little bit there, and let me just make sure that I'll be able to collect some of that for myself. Maybe I can make a wig out of your actual hair. Oh, that would be so amazing. All the other cosplayers would be so jealous if I had actual hair in my wig. Jenny would be so jealous. You know, she was actually excited that you and Sydney might become a couple, but like, I don't know what they're talking about there. I am doing such a good job. I'm so glad I watched that YouTube video on how to cut hair before I came here. I also watched a tutorial on how to tie knots. So how's the knot on your ropes? It looks pretty good. Am I just a quick learner? Am I actually like smart? Or maybe I'm just really lucky. I was really lucky to find you by yourself. You've always been with a group of people for the last few days, so getting you alone was really hard, and then getting you into a dark room where no one can hear you, that was really hard too, but I managed. Just take a little bit of that and just put some in there. for a full wig, but maybe I can fake my eyebrows. I mean, I don't have really good eyebrows like you, so maybe I could take some of that hair that I'm cutting and just glue it like here and here. Maybe I could get that real fierce look that you have, but like when people look at you, they just immediately know that you need to be respected. And then when they're around Ash, they just feel calm and at ease. You guys are so good together. Like good cop, bad cop. Except you're not cops. All right. Maybe a few more snips. I did that all without cutting you. Pretty good, right? You must get your hair cut a lot, though. It's really well shaped and taken care of. Oh, I didn't expect you to be so well kept up close. You always looked so, like, gruff on the show. I mean, the cameras must... Maybe the cameras just make you look dirtier than you really are. No, you look really nice. But then again, it is after hours, so maybe that you're done with work, you took a shower or something, and I just didn't notice. Okay, how about we trim some of those nails? I mean, not necessarily that you need it, it's just I need it. I'm taking the nails. Because, I mean, like, could you also imagine if I had your fingernails on my hands? I could just glue them to my fingernails. And then when I scratched people, it'd be like you scratching them. Okay, you are squirming a lot. Maybe this won't be as easy as I thought it would. You did move around a lot for the haircut, but you don't seem to be a fan of the fingernail clippings. Was it because I said I was going to glue your fingernails to my fingernails? Is that a little too weird? I mean, I try not to be weird, but it's like I guess it's my personality. But that's kind of why I like you and Ash, because you guys are a little weird too. And like when I see you guys are weird and everyone likes you, then I think that people like me too. Because I mean, if everyone is your fan, then maybe people will like want to be my fan, or at least like my friend. But that's okay. Things work a little bit differently when you're not on TV. I'll figure this out. Just a little trim, just a little bit, not too much. Okay, I'll just put those in my pockets for now. Thanks, by the way. So, I was rummaging through your stuff earlier. Like, just out of curiosity, I wasn't planning on taking anything. I mean, nothing like money or anything like that. I would never steal. But, I couldn't help but notice that you had this unmarked, stuff in your pocket. And it's like, what is it? Like, I don't have any records of you, like, keeping stuff like this in your pocket. So, like, is this new? Is this a new habit that you've picked up? Are you doing new stuff? Like, I haven't seen it yet. It's not drugs, is it? Oh God, you're not on drugs, are you? Like, that would be like a whole different like character arc that I have not planned out for, because I definitely see you more as like someone who like holds their pain in until it festers into like a mental illness. But like, I guess we're all different. Like, you could be such a tortured soul. Oh, should I open it? that shea butter? Coconut, maybe? No, it's not coconut. No, that can't be right, because your favorite chapstick is banana. This isn't banana. It's something else. Did you get it? Do you have a new favorite type of chapstick? Or like lip butter? Like a lip balm? When did you start using this? I'm gonna have to rewrite some of my fanfictions now. Okay, it's definitely a lip balm. I thought you were lying. At least I'm glad it's not drugs, because that would have been kind of a bad idea. But, is that you have habits that I don't know about? That's exciting. I mean, I love learning new things, but I just really thought I knew everything about you. Does Ash have anything I don't know about them? Like, did they start using a new type of like lotion or hair product? Okay, that's just good to know. I'll just put this. I guess I'll give this. No, I'm gonna keep this for my research. Okay. Back to things that are more important. You and Ash's relationship, which is definitely going to end in marriage. So I thought I would help give you that push again. So I brought some rings. And some rings you can use to propose. Because again, Ash is so shy that they're never going to propose. It's got to be you. You've got to do it. So, okay. Like, check them out. See these rings? Okay. All of these have just so much significance to Ash. And I mean, you probably know what each one of them means. Like, they all have like a symbolic meaning. But one of these, I think, will be the perfect ring. And we got a key, because like, you could be like, you have the key to my heart, which is just a really romantic thing to do. Also, you're like really good at picking locks, so maybe you could be like, you're the true key or something like that. Butterflies. Who doesn't like butterflies except people who are afraid of them? But it's like, you have undergone a metamorphosis since you've met Ash. Like, your life before you met them was so different. And yes, I know that you two have known each other since you were very young, but like, when you were in the womb, you two didn't know each other, and then you like were born, and then you knew each other. So like, I mean, think of all the changes you underwent before you were born. And then we have a crystal with a little flower in it. Really cute, really big. I think it'd be nice because it can also be used as a weapon. So if you hit somebody with it, it would probably really hurt. In fact, it does actually really hurt, because I had to hit somebody with it when I wore these rings before. It was in self-defense. It's okay. I don't just attack people at random. I only attack people when it's a vigilante justice like you. So which ring do you think is the best? Like, I have done so much research and just thinking about this for like, honestly, I've been thinking about it for a couple of years now. So is there a particular one that you would find the best? I mean, they're all pretty great. And you might, maybe you can use all three. I mean, like, Ash has more than one finger, so you could just like put all of the finger rings on. Or maybe you could fit all of them on one finger. Maybe. Might get a little crowded, but it's possible. gotta give Ash one of these rings. And you gotta say, like, let's be partners for life. And then Ash is gonna love it. So, yeah, pick a ring. You have to pick one, pick a ring. I mean, you're gonna do this, so pick one. This one, or this one, or this one. I don't want to stick my middle finger up because that could be seen as rude. That's a good choice. I knew you'd make that choice. I mean, I just know you so well. But here, you can keep all of the rings. I mean, you two are always getting into such dangerous situations, you'd probably lose one, and it's better to have some backups, just in case. So when are you going to propose? I mean, Ash's birthday's coming up in a few weeks. You can do it then. But don't do it like at a big place, because again, Ash is just so shy. They don't like to be the center of attention, unlike you. So do it at a really like secluded area. Maybe you could put it in Ash's drink, and then at the end of the day, when you guys are like chatting, they could just like drink their cup, and all of a sudden, hey, what's this? Oh. And you could be like, I propose that we get married. And then you do it really just be perfect together for like the end of time, like forever. And your relationship would be like perfect and never end. I've just been thinking about it forever. It's like a dream come true. And then you two can do cute couple stuff together. Like go out to eat. And schedule doctor's appointments together. Go on vacation together. Visit each other's families. You could always get into fights with the in-laws. Have like moments of self-doubt where you wonder if you got married just so you could avoid being alone. It's just, there's so much potential for more stories. I can just imagine the wedding. It'd be just, I could plan it for you, actually. If you need a wedding planner, consider me. I mean, I'll be around. I'm always around. I mean, I'm always around one of you, either you or Ash, but, and occasionally Johnny, but like, sorry, I should focus on what I'm doing now, which is on you, just you. Since I have you here, you don't mind giving me an autograph, do you? Just a little one. I mean, I know your hands are tied up, but you can always use your mouth. So I could just like stick that there, and you could just write it on my hand. Actually, just write it right here. You could just write like to my biggest and most supportive fan and future wedding planner and future godparent to my children. Like, I think I could be that person for you. if you ever need someone to like give you advice on what to do, you can ask me. I mean, I already know so much about you and everyone else you work with, even your enemies. Again, just, yeah, you don't mind if I'll take this. Just right in my hand. I know that's a lot to write. You can just go further up my arm if you need to. Yeah. Okay, it's a little messy, but that's understandable. Okay. Oh, this is gonna be so great. I cannot wait until I get to see it. Oh, I'm gonna take off of work. I'm taking off of everything just so I can watch. Oh, it's finally happening. Oh, I have so much to write and plan. So, again, you're gonna propose to Ash, not Sydney. You stay away from Sydney. Okay? Just because they're new doesn't mean that they're better. I mean, we don't even know their backstory yet. They could be like an enemy in disguise. So, you know Ash. Ash is the best. You guys are perfect for each other. So you will propose to Ash. I can't wait. I don't think I'm going to be able to sleep for at least a couple of weeks. Maybe 2 weeks. A fortnight. But it's going to be worth it in order to see it finally happening. Like, I've just been waiting for years and years, and I'm so tired of seeing it in my head. And now I'm going to finally see it with my eyes. Like, not my mind's eye, but my real eyeballs. And it's going to be so worth it. And I'm going to tell Jenny that she was wrong about everything. So, I'll let you go. You go as much as I would love to stay. I know you have other things to do. You're a very important person. So, thank you so much for listening. And I just hope that you enjoyed our talk.